We are approaching the end of 2025, and if you're wanting to head into 2026, ready to build your Etsy shop with more clarity, confidence, and consistency, this video is exactly where to start. 2026 isn't going to be the year to scatter yourself across 50 random niches with sporadic listings here and there. It's the year to go all in on strategies that give you direction without putting you in a creative box. So today, I'm sharing the 5 niche themes I would focus on if I were building a brand new Etsy shop in 2026. The kind that create focus, reduce overwhelm, and still give you massive room to scale. And I'll even reveal which one my brand new shop that's already surpassed $50,000 in revenue falls into. Each theme becomes a clear lane to design in while still opening the door to dozens of sub-niches, personalization angles, and product expansions over time. Plus, I'll share the niche paths I would avoid completely, the ones that look tempting but usually lead to frustration, wasted effort, or worse, shop shutdowns. And if strategic niche breakdowns like this are what you've been craving, you'll want to make sure you're subscribed because in upcoming videos, I will be rating several of my monthly niche and trend reports from the year and sharing specific profitable niches within each of today's themes and exactly how to scale them. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Mandy. Think of me as kind of like your Etsy print-on-demand big sister in business who helps you feel confident with designing, identifying profitable niches, and growing a successful business so that your products can get seen, loved, and sold without inventory and without the overwhelm. Whether you're in the process of growing your Etsy shop or just looking for some extra inspiration and insights along the way, make sure you hit subscribe and the little notification bell so that we can stay connected. Now let's get into those 5 niche themes that bring the sweet spot of confidence, creativity, and scalable growth so that you can go all in on building a thriving Etsy print-on-demand business in 2026 and beyond. First up on my list is hobbies. Hobbies are powerful because people don't just enjoy them, they identify with them. Reading, gaming, sports, pickleball, hiking, book clubs, these aren't random interests, they're communities. But here's the key. You don't stop at the hobby itself, you design for the person inside the hobby. Instead of just pickleball, think pickleball moms or team or club shirts or tournament trip designs or pickleball plus coffee humor or trendy aesthetics. Instead of book lover, think genre niches like fantasy or dark romance. Same hobby theme, dozens of focused design lanes without bouncing all over the place. This is why hobbies scale so well. They naturally support personalization and group orders, they cross easily with trends and aesthetics, and they create repeat buyers who connect emotionally. Your goal isn't designing random products, it's creating designs for people who proudly wear what they love. The next niche theme I would go all in on in 2026 is professions. Careers work amazingly well because people live their jobs and they love designs that reflect the humor, pride, and inside jokes of what they do every day. Think medical fields such as nurses or doctors or PAs and techs, or mental health professionals like therapists or social workers. Education is always huge with teachers and pairs and specialists, or even trade work such as electricians, welders, or contractors. But again, the power isn't in slapping a job title on a shirt. It's in speaking to the identity inside the profession. Instead of generic teacher designs, think grade level humor or subject-specific designs or end-of-year team gifts or memes that students and teachers would recognize, such as the latest 67 trend. Instead of generic nurse sweatshirts, think about specialties like ER or cardiac nurses or pediatrics, or night shift humor or graduation gifts or team apparel. Same theme, tons of focused lanes. This type of theme shines because, again, it's perfect for personalization and group orders, and professions naturally gift to each other. Think about coworkers or retirement gifts. Inside joke designs also create that instant emotional connection that everyone can laugh about. Next on my list of top niche themes is pet ownership. Etsy buyers in particular are obsessed with their pets, and that emotional connection turns into very strong buying behavior. Think dog parents and breed lovers, cat people, even yes, people like myself who are cat moms, we proudly claim that title. Chicken owners, horse moms, homesteaders, even. But just like the other themes, the magic happens when you stop thinking just pets and start thinking pet parent identity. Instead of generic dog mom designs, think breed specific merch or rescue dog pride or pet and coffee humor or even memorial or tribute designs. Same theme, deeper emotional angles that convert even better. Again, this theme, like others, works well because personalization is natural and pretty much expected, and buyers purchase for themselves and as gifts. These are emotional designs that create repeat customers and is also conducive to a variety of different product types. So, beyond just apparel, even think about blankets and even specific pet products. The fourth niche theme to consider is personal passions. These are niches rooted in values, beliefs, and causes. The things that people feel deeply connected to and love expressing through what they wear or gift. Think faith-based designs, mental health awareness, social causes and advocacy, and even wellness lifestyles like yoga or fitness or meditation. Where passions really shine is that emotional connection. These buyers aren't just shopping casually, they're buying designs that reflect who they are and oftentimes what they stand for. But again, avoid being too broad. Instead of generic faith shirt or mental health sweatshirt, connect the passion to lifestyle or even role identity, such as faith plus homeschooling moms, or faith and coffee humor, or wellness and yoga teachers, or mental health and therapist humor. You get a little bit of crossover, but you're still speaking more so to that personal passion when you're creating that connection. And the fifth and final niche theme I would go all in 2026 is life milestones. This category is massive on Etsy because people love commemorating the moments that matter. And they naturally look for personalized gifts, group apparel, and even party decor for these types of events. Think bachelorettes and engagements, or weddings and honeymoon, which could be great for destination themes, or pregnancy announcements, baby and kids milestones, and even anniversaries and big year celebrations. This also happens to be the exact theme I chose and have been using as a strategy in my own brand new Etsy shop that I started just a few short months ago. So I can say with confidence that it's a very profitable niche theme. Life milestones scale beautifully because they're built for personalization, group orders, celebrations, and giftability. Again, we're thinking about his and her personalized shirts or matching group party designs or year-based anniversary keepsakes, and get specific with 1 year and 5 year and 10 year, or milestone keepsakes for graduations or retirements with customizable names and dates or locations, and even specific themes that tend to trend for many of these each year. So what do all 5 of these niche themes have in common? They're rooted in identity. What people love, what they do, what they believe in, or the moments that define their lives. That identity connection is what powers emotional buying decisions, personalization opportunities, group orders and gifting, and repeat customers. And from a business standpoint, these themes give you structure. Instead of feeling like you're bouncing across random ideas, you build around a focused customer group or theme. You build around repeatable designs that you can scale across a variety of different niches and sub-niches. And you also have the potential for keywords that naturally overlap. So now you're able to rank across a variety of different categories. This creates momentum. Your designs can build on each other instead of starting from zero every time. If you're curious on how all of this works together, I'll link my Seen, Loved, and Sold series for you. It's completely free and right here on my channel. Now, before we move on, I want to zoom out for one really important clarification. The goal here is not to use all 5 niche themes at the same time. The real strategy is to choose one main theme to really anchor your shop and then build multiple targeted niches inside that theme over time. Your focus comes from your overarching theme, not just general or specific niches or just products. You have an overarching theme that might have a variety of different niches and sub-niches within it. Think of it kind of like the trunk of a tree. You have the solid foundation that everything is starting from and connected to, and your niches are the many branches that sprout off from the base. Your growth comes from branching into different niches and sub-niches within that, especially as you do your own testing and experimenting to collect data in your shop. For example, if you choose pet owners, you might start with dog breeds, then branch into cat breeds or rescue dog pride or memorial concepts or holiday pet themes. If you choose professions, you might start with a variety of different teacher sub-niches and then branch into nurses or lawyers. Or if you choose life milestones, you might start with engagement keepsakes and then branch out into bachelorette themes or wedding party gifts. Same core theme that gives you focus and helps kind of rein in all of those many random ideas out there, but still gives you multiple growth lanes. That way you're not scattered across totally unrelated categories and feeling like you're overwhelmed and bouncing around. You're building depth and clarity and brand cohesion as your shop expands. This also makes your batching faster, your SEO stronger, and your creative process way less overwhelming because everything you design fits within the same connected lane. If you want to see exactly how you can create a plan around this, from picking your theme to identifying your first niches and batching designs, check out my 30-day Etsy growth plan video. Again, it's free, it's here on my channel, and I'll link it in the description so you can go deeper with a fully guided approach. Now let's talk about where I would not put my time going into 2026. First, our holiday-only shops. Designing only for holidays means constantly playing catch-up and competing with thousands of undifferentiated listings. Holidays work best when they support an existing niche theme, not when they are the entire strategy. Second is aesthetic-only shops. Think about retro or coquette or cottagecore or grunge. These styles are fun, but without a buyer identity really solidly attached, they can easily blend into the crowd. Aesthetic can attract attention, but identity really drives the sales. Always connect trends to a real customer. Third is generic AI artwork. Much like aesthetics and generic holidays, uploading pretty images with no emotional hook or a specific audience in mind is one of the fastest ways to stall out. There is a lot of AI slop out there, and without strategy and customer clarity, you just become background noise in a saturated market. And finally, copyrighted or trademark niches. Disney, sports logos, TV shows, movies, these aren't easy wins. They're shutdown risks. Building a real business means protecting what you're building and not gambling on shortcuts. Whether you're starting fresh in 2026 or leveling up your current shop, the goal is the same. Stop chasing ideas, start building momentum. There are lots of different ways to find success on Etsy, but that requires starting and taking action. Choose your theme, commit to your lane, and go all in on building your business. And remember, in upcoming videos, I'm breaking this down even deeper, where I'll walk you through specific profitable niches within these themes and show you exactly what's working and how I would scale them. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of these videos. In the meantime, stay focused, my friends, keep taking action, and never stop pursuing excellence in your business. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll see you in the next one.